The very first signs of autumn are finally appearing, and even though it's still warm, the air is beginning to crisp, and the trees are slowly beginning to change their wardrobe. Autumn has always been my favorite season, and I can already feel the excitement steadily building. But I try to pause during these final days of summer, giving thanks for the physical abundance that brings us to the harvest, and the spiritual quiet it brought to this chapter of my life. The last days of summer remind us to hold the memories of our seasonal adventures close, giving us time to reflect on what we've learned and enjoyed before the next season is in full bloom. The days continue to shorten and evening twilight arrives earlier, but the summer sun still glows with warmth during its treasured golden hours, which have shifted their scheduled appointments on the seasonal calendar. Today, I'll use these golden rays of sunshine during the last days of summer and capture their magic by creating a stained glass mini journal with some of my translucent stash papers. This would be a wonderful journal to set by your windowsill to remind you of the abundant blessings from the summer season. Over time, I've created a large array of beautiful hand-dyed deli papers and textured coffee filters, as well as some mixed media deli papers, which I'll be using for today's project. For the journal's base, I'm using 8 sheets of bright neon cardstock, which beautifully match the papers we've chosen for our stained glass windows. By folding each sheet vertically and then horizontally, each piece gives us 2 double-sided windows, giving me 16 individual stained glass window panes in total. Using a pencil, I lightly drew abstract shapes on each separate page, and I used a crafting blade to trace the lines, helping to cut out each shape perfectly. I used scissors to clean up the edges of each cut window. I love working with deli papers. Although they look delicate, they are very strong and can withstand almost any type of media you throw at it. Being translucent, they melt right into your collage work with some acrylic medium, revealing what's underneath for some lovely layers. Today, they'll also make perfect little stained glass windows for our mini journal. After finding just the right artistic area on my deli papers, I drew around the area to be cut, then used scissors to cut along those lines, creating a square that fits just right on a single page of the journal. Using a glue stick, I covered the inside of the folded papers with adhesive, then placed the cut deli paper right down on the shape. After folding the bottom half up over the deli paper, I now have a beautiful little stained glass window. I repeated this process for all 16 windows, allowing them to fully dry before moving on to the next steps. The leftover scraps of beautiful bright paper shapes will be perfect for future collages. Of course, sharing my studio chair with Boo Boo GiGi is an essential step in my process. She is the princess of the studio, after all. I stitched brightly colored thread in both directions, down the center of each signature, alternating thread colors to match the pages. I love seeing the long, bright threads hanging from my journal pages. It's just another sweet sentiment that honors the handmade quality of my books and journals. And it reminds me that human imperfections are what really make our work, as well as ourselves, completely beautiful. To bind everything without hiding the transparent windows, I chose a simple tab hinge method using patterned washi tape. Alternating the tabs between each signature keeps the spine flexible and secure. It lets the journal open completely flat or stand upright, like a glowing carousel of color on a sunny windowsill. I hope y'all enjoyed following along as we closed out summer with a beautiful new journal, showcasing the bright and grungy translucent deli papers from my stash. Head on over to KristinandHerCats.com to pick up your own beautiful translucent stash papers. Check out the description below for a list of supplies used for this project. Leave us a comment for any art inquiries or just to chat. We love new friends. Thanks again for watching till the end of my video. May the end of your summer be filled with bright blessings, and from our hearts to yours, keep making life happy.